Welcome to today's deep dive. Usually when we talk about a musical instrument, there is, a physical limit to what it can actually do. Like a piano has 88 keys. You press one, a hammer strikes a string, and you get a single note.
Right, yeah. It's essentially just a passive tool waiting for human input.
Exactly. But imagine an instrument that completely bypasses your hands. You dream up this wildly complex symphonic rock sequence, and the tool just instantly plays it exactly as you hear it in your head. The barrier between your raw imagination and the final sound just, well, it vanishes. Which brings us to our mission today, August 5th, 2026.
A huge milestone,
Yeah,
really.
and because exactly 1 year ago today, August 5th, 2025, a groundbreaking anthropodigital cyber band named Lynnheage, that's pronounced Lynnheage, emphasizing the H dropped their debut album, Back to the End.
And, they really haven't stopped since. In just the 12 months since that debut, they've released 10 full albums.
Okay, let's unpack this, because the moment I hear 10 albums in a year, my skepticism just spikes. I mean, with 10 albums ranging from symphonic to progressive rock, is the AI just churning out the music while a human sits back? Like, is this just algorithmic slop?
I totally get that reaction, but what's fascinating here is that it's actually the exact opposite of pushing a button. The creator and director, Lynnheage, isn't outsourcing the creativity at all. The entire project hinges on a process they call human ideogenesis.
Wait, human ideogenesis.
Yeah, meaning the human creator is the pure origin. Yannis writes the lyrics, he designs the overarching concepts, the emotional intentions, the philosophical questions driving every single track.
Right, so he's doing the heavy lifting.
Exactly. The human constructs the entire architectural blueprint.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. So the technology isn't some artificial ghost in the machine taking over. It's more like a wildly advanced, hyper-responsive instrument, an isomorphic extension of the human artist's own mind.
Precisely. They actually refer to this framework as anthropodigital convergence. Ah.
It's a system ensuring that human authorship always remains the absolute core of the art. The AI doesn't write the philosophical poetry, right? It strictly serves as the enabling medium to give that poetry a voice.
So the human imagination is the origin point, and the machine is literally just the canvas and the paint.
Basically, yes. It's an engine for realization and performance. Inkier has this complex intercultural sound in his head, and instead of spending months in a studio trying to get human musicians to perfectly match his emotional intent, the AI translates his highly specific prompts into finished audio.
That reframes the whole project. It allows a single person to basically be an entire symphonic orchestra without losing their personal fingerprint on the music.
Which is huge. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this deeply collaborative mindset forces us to completely reevaluate our relationship with modern technology.
Because we're so used to tech boxing us in, right?
Yeah, exactly. The philosopher Martin Heidegger had a concept for this called Gestell, which basically means technology acts as a cage that enframes and limits human existence. Oh, like how social media algorithms feed you predictable content and subtly narrow what you see and how you think.
Right, where the tech starts shaping you rather than the other way around. But Lynnheage rejects that dynamic entirely.
They don't see it as a cage then?
No, they reject both tech utopianism and pessimism. Their goal is to de-alienate technology. So they introduce a totally different concept, which they call the viabilitator.
The viabilitator, meaning it makes things viable, it opens doors.
Yes, it's technology as an enabler of creative possibilities. Instead of an algorithm trapping you in a predetermined box, this technology acts as a key to let your most complex, buried ideas out into the real world.
So what does this all mean for us, for you listening right now? When you look back at these 10 albums released over the past year, starting with Back to the End, it's clear this is a single, evolving artistic exploration of philosophical poetry and intercultural sounds.
It's a massive project of reconciliation, proving that humans can actually wield intelligent systems to amplify our own souls without getting lost in the machine.
And remind yourself, this anniversary is just the end of year one. The horizon here is wide open.
Which is exciting, but this raises an important question.
Oh, what's that?
Well, if technology acts purely as a viabilitator for human ideogenesis, if a machine can perfectly translate a composer's raw thoughts into sweeping symphonic rock, how might this framework eventually transform other deeply personal art forms?
Oh, wow, like painting or literature.
Yeah. Imagine what happens when the barrier between our imagination and the final canvas is completely removed across all mediums.
That is a staggering thought to leave you with today. Yeah. What masterpieces might be locked inside your own head right now, just waiting for that final barrier to vanish? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.